Hi, hi. All right, Jamie. So I popped on your website and you need a lot of help. um, your work is beautiful. Wow. This is like totally my style. I love that. Yeah, your work is flipping gorgeous. Look at this little face. Oh God, I love all the personality, all the little scowls and pretty mamas. Oh my God, you're showing your I can't talk this morning. Already stumbling over my words, and we just started. Awesome, right? Um, these are so great, though. Seriously, you're showing all of this like fun, quirky emotion. Super great right off the bat. However, your website is like this kind of taupey brown and black. That's really not doing anything for you. You don't have any sort of like real logo to go off of. I'm just gonna pop on your Facebook real quick. Let's see. Oh God. Yeah, you show so many quirky little emotions. Okay. Yeah, see, your Facebook, obviously social. It's nice, clean, simple, standard. Everyone knows how to navigate it, right? Your website does not hold the same professional vibe that you initially give off on your Facebook. So you have great photos, but obviously this needs some help. I'm not going to call it a logo because it's not a logo, but your business name sort of gets hidden in here. There was, let's see, when I first opened, yeah, see, like it gets hidden, half of it across there. It really shouldn't be across your photos like this. Like you can't even see it over this one. And I think this is where it first opened. So like people open your website and there's no sign of your name or your business name, whatever you want to go by, anywhere. I only saw it because I was looking for it and I started skimming through photos and then I went, oh, there's her business name. Also, this is your homepage and it says Cake Smash at the top. So when I first saw that on your message, Cake Smash, Jamie Carney Photography, I immediately thought you specialized in cake smashes. It wasn't until I read the description that I realized and went to your website, that I realized you don't just do cake smashes. So you really need to make sure that these page titles match whatever's going on first, right off the bat there. Okay, so your homepage is the initial touch. It's like walking into a store, right? So this is the very first impression people get potentially of you and what you do. And right now, it's very disjointed. There's no solid branding. You have pretty photos, which is great, but it's not enough. So I'm going to say, all right, let's give her the benefit of the doubt here. Let's scroll down and see what she has to say. And the first thing you're asking me to do is contact you. As a client, I'm not ready to contact you. In fact, I have no interest in contacting you. You haven't told me anything. You haven't really showed me anything other than like a couple photos up here, if I even decided to flip through them, because not everyone's going to do that. So the first thing you're asking of me is to contact you. And I'm not ready to do that yet. So we're going to talk about this more in a minute. I'm going to keep scrolling here. And it looks like you have links to your blogs. Okay, fine. And they are smashes. Spaghetti smash, cake smash, cake smash. Okay, so maybe you do specialize in cake smashes? I don't know. There were no cake smashes up here. So there's a disjointed connection here between what you're showing and what's on your blog. And then you have your website. and your information of where you're located. And you do have a little let's chat down here, so that's nice. Okay, that's cool. All right, so I am going to open up one or two of these. That's just a photo. Does this link to the post? Oh, okay. You got to make sure that if you're going to link to blog posts, you got to make sure the photos link there too. Because I assumed that the photo was going to link to it and it didn't. It just linked to the photo. So you need to make sure that those link up as well, because people might just tap the photo and not the words. They might not know that these go somewhere, or you make them not clickable. Because if someone clicks on this, and it went that time. So something's not right here. Because the first time I clicked on that, it did not open that. And actually, I think it was when I control clicked and tried to open it in a new tab. Nope, it still opened it. So something wasn't right there. Something wasn't loading on my end, so we're gonna go with that. But you do need to make sure you double check those things. Either way. Okay, so it links us over to a blog post where you talk about the session. That's awesome that you're talking about it. However, you don't ask me to contact you about cake smashes. This is like Google's reading this. Google indexes these pages. You have so many, you have great words on here. This is fantastic. Google loves this kind of stuff. But this is a dead end for a client. They're either going to get lost in your blog and forget to come back over to contact you or whatever, or they're going to leave. You need a call to action on here, and we'll talk about that in a moment. All right, I'm going to pop back over to your homepage. And okay, so from your homepage, you really need to guide them to where you want them to go. And your goal needs to be getting them from your homepage, over to your contact page. And you have to absolutely guide them there. You can't just expect people to look at your photos and then go, yeah, I'm going to contact her. Because that is a super rare thing to actually happen. It sounds like common sense, but it's not. People are not as tech savvy as we hope they are. And photos aren't enough. You have to make emotional connections, and you have to literally tell people what you want them to do on your website. Literally. Okay, so your contact form is good. It's short, it's sweet, but there is literally no reason for you to not have a photo on here. Look at this page. You're a photographer, right? That's why we're doing this. You're a photographer. There's no reason for there ever to be a portion of scroll where they can't see one of your photos. There should absolutely 100% be a photo or at least the corner of a photo on every single page, every single scrolling moment on your website. Have a photo. You've got the content, you've got the photos, show them off. There's no reason for there not to be a photo on any page on your website. Okay, so right now your menu, because there's not a call to action other than contact me, you're not telling me where to go on your homepage, I am just going to go in order of menu. Order of menu is just as important as where you tell clients to go from your homepage. Order of menu is basically what is most important. And right now you're telling me, besides contacting you, that pricing is the most important thing. And given the quality of your images, I'm going to go with pricing is probably not the most important thing. But since it's the next available link, I am going to click it. Hierarchy of pages is super duper important. Petite maternity. Okay, so you go straight into a menu. Full maternity, all-inclusive maternity, petite newborn. Wait. Okay, good. It only includes 3 images. All right, we're not going to critique your pricing because you're okay. I was going to say, if that $375 includes anything other than something super basic, you're bananas. But you could charge way more than that, honestly. Full newborn, all-inclusive newborn, petite, full, classic. Oy, girl. Petite, full, classic. Are these prices all the same? 725, 550, 450, 350, 725, 550, 375, 725, 550, 350. I don't know why this is 350 and not 375 like everything else, but that's neither here nor there. Okay, so this really just reads like a menu, like a service menu. Like, I'm going to a nail salon and these are my choices. And that's fine, but I don't feel like this is he's so cute. I feel like this isn't doing you any favors. Also, you really got to fix whatever's going on with your logo header area. This really needs to be up at the top above your menu. Um, I'm assuming you did your website yourself, and it definitely just needs some work as far as layout and things. So this is really distracting, the fact that it like goes over the words. Okay, but anyway. This reads like a menu. Sorry, ADHD hitting. Got a little distracted there. See, it's distracted me. Okay, so this reads like a menu, and I really don't think it's doing you any favors with it being like right here as your second link at all. I honestly don't even know that it needs to be like a page right out there on your website. You could totally hide this and just send it to people after they contact you. I think your focus really should be on emotional connection and getting people to reach out to you. Okay, we looked at your contact page. I like that. Maternity portfolio. Okay. I would find a way to make that auto load so people don't have to click load more. There should also be information on this page. So you really do need info. Okay, so whatever your, okay, so I can heart things. I kind of wonder, are you, hate that we can see the words on here. Are we like Pixie Set or Shoot Proof? I don't know. I think Pixie Set and PicTime are the ones that do websites, right? I don't know. I don't know who's hosting your website, but I don't like what it's doing. You need information on this page. You need information specifically about maternity. Like, why do I want maternity? Why should I book you for maternity? Why is this something that I want? And say you want maternity photos because you need maternity photos because, like, don't say it like that, but use you statements. Tell the client what they want and why they want it. Don't say things like, I do this because, or I will give you this. Like, there's a subtle difference between saying, I will make you feel this and you will feel this. There's a big difference. So, and you want to talk to the clients, and you need to do this on every single one of these portfolio pages. So we need maternity info on here, specific to maternity. And I know you have some of that over here on investment. Okay, also you have this same wording 3 times, which is totally unnecessary. You're so excited, you're so excited, you're so excited. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to take this line out of these paragraphs right here. Just take it out. Only put what's included here if you want to keep your pricing page up, which you should, but you might just want to hide the whole page and only send it to people when they're ready. But repetitive text is really annoying, especially in a situation like this. People are going to be like, although 9 months seems like it's like, okay, but what am I, okay. And I look down here, although nice, like I can't even get through this section, like as someone who's skimming. It just looks like it's all going to be the same exact information. And I know it's not, because I looked past that point, but a client might not look past that point. They might just assume that you've copy and pasted the exact same thing on all of these and the page isn't complete. So take this repetitive blip right here, okay? take it out of these paragraphs and use that as your starting point for the description on these pages, for the text on your galleries. Take that repetitive information at the beginning of your menu and make that the start of the information on each gallery page. Start that as a jumping point and then expand on that. Write about maternity sessions, write about newborn sessions. Give a little bit of information, I still can't get over these faces, on each of these pages about why. Why do they want newborn photos? Why should they hire you? What is the point? You need to make that connection on every single one of these pages. Oh. So each one of these portfolio pages needs information. And then that is like your whole website. So you're not really giving any information here. You have great words on your blog, like super proud of you right here. This is fantastic. Google loves this, seriously. But the rest of your website is not doing what it should be doing. So, what we need to do. First and foremost, you need to fix the way this looks. You need to get your logo, it doesn't have to be a logo. It can literally just be the words, but it needs to come up above your menu. It needs to be visible all the time and not hidden away or covering words or anywhere in there, okay? You need to just revamp this header bit just a bit. Okay, and then on your home page, you need, instead of contact, you need a text box here that is talking about what you do for your clients. Tell your clients what you do for them. Tell them, like, you're expecting a beautiful bundle and you only want the best images and the best memories. You want to be able to remember snuggling that little one when they're 18 years old and moving out. Like, tackle that emotion. Connect with your clients or your potential clients emotionally, okay? That is what you need to do here. You've got the photos. Look at these little toes. How cute are they? But you're not emotionally connecting. There's nothing on here and there's not even like an about you. There's nothing. It's just your photos. So we need more information here. But first off though, we need an emotional connection. You need to use your words, dig down deep, and figure out what you want to say to people. And honestly, one of the easiest things to do is like pull out your phone and start recording your voice and just start talking about what you do. Just start talking about it. Like you were conversationally, like you ran into a mom in the grocery store and let's say you were like wearing a shirt that says you're a photographer and they're like, oh my God, you're a photographer. What kind of photography do you do? Oh, start talking about it and just keep talking about it. And ah through it all you want, but talk for like 10 to 20 minutes. Just talk. And there can be little silences and you can I don't know, this sounds silly, I sound goofy, but like, just talk about it. Eventually you'll find the words. And go back and listen to yourself, as hard as that may be, and use what you've said out loud as the personality on your website. Use it. Use the things that you've said to this hypothetical mom asking about your photography as the emotional connection on your website. Then from here, you really need to link out to either a informational page about working with you specifically, like how the whole process works, or you can give them sort of a choice of gallery. It is totally up to you. If you don't want to make an informational page, then you should have 4 different links saying choose the type of session you're interested in and give them the choice, sort of like you have down here. Do 4 little images and give them the choice. What type of session are you interested in? Maternity, newborn, fresh 48, cake smash. And each one of those would link to one of these pages where you will have more information. Okay? You have to put information on these pages. Talk about maternity sessions. Talk about it. And then at the bottom of the paragraph that you're going to write, put a little link or a button that says, contact me. And that links them over to the contact page. So your goal, you have 2 options, okay? Your goal is either home, an about page, like about your services and what you offer, not an investment page, okay? Not this. An about page. One that describes what you do for your clients. I will show you mine real quick. So this is mine. And it talks about what I do. I do outdoor newborns, so I talk about exploring. And I talk about what you get. And then I talk about how it works. And then I ask them to contact me. Okay? And then I have a little blip about products. And then another contact me. So your website isn't telling people what to do yet. You've got pretty photos and you've got galleries, you've got a way to contact you, but it's not enough. You got to have that emotional connection. So again, okay, so back up. So your choices here. Homepage, informational page, then you can either link them out to portfolios or to contact. Either way. Or you can go homepage, choose your session type, and then from each of those pages, push over to contact. I think that may be the easiest thing for you to do right now. Since your since your site needs help visually, I would work with what you have already set up. And that is figuring out the words that go on each of these pages, the descriptions for each genre that you offer. And then I would switch up this menu. Oh, you also need a page about you. Like, you absolutely need a page that's about you, that shows you and your face and who you are and why you do what you do. It's not the most important thing, but it is important to show the face behind who's doing this. Because right now, literally anyone could have thrown this up and called themselves Jamie Carney. And Jamie, I know I'm like 99% sure you're a girl, or you're a they or whatever, but Jamie's also a boy's name. So, and I know guys don't typically do newborn and maternity, but we don't know that. So there needs to be a face behind the name. Moms, especially newborns, they are very critical and they want to see who they're going to be working with. Even if it's not the first thing on their mind, if they hire you, they're absolutely going to want to see it. So you definitely need an About You page. So then your top menu should be home, and then it should be either an information page, so session information, right? If you don't want to do that, that's fine. Have session types, and then, or session information, you can still call it that as a top menu, and then put maternity, newborn, fresh 48, and smash all underneath that tab, okay? And then have your about page, your blog, and your contact. Because this right here needs to be in the same order as the way you want people to go through your website. It is so important that this mirrors the path that you want them to take because that's what you're doing. You're creating a path, and there should never, ever, ever be a dead end like your blog. This is great. It's beautiful, but you're not asking them to contact you or learn more about Cake Smashes, right? Learn more about Cake Smash, and then it links over to your Smash portfolio where there's a nice, beautiful paragraph about Cake Smashes and a contact me button. No dead ends. No dead ends. Because right now, if you were to just link this over to your Smash session portfolio, again, there's no guide, there's no direction telling them where to go. So you need information on these pages with a contact me button. And then honestly, I would just get rid of the brown. I would do a white background with black words. The black background, it's just not doing you any favors at all. And then you have like weird formatting things happening. And I know that's the website that you're using doing it, this like white line down here under the photo. There's white in between the photos and it just looks really disjointed. So honestly, until you like full on go into branding, I would just get rid of this color. I would do white background, black words, find some kind of script you like for a basic logo. I mean, like look at my logo. I actually had it professionally designed. I have a couple different variations from my designer, but it's literally a script and a text. It's very simple. And that's all you need. You don't need a camera and flourishes and flowers and whatever. You don't. You can literally just have a pretty handwritten script. And that's your logo. That is totally acceptable and super professional, I might add. So, I mean, this looks like this right now, you don't have a logo. So it doesn't really look like you put any time into creating your brand. And you don't really have a brand. So highly recommend keeping it simple and just black and white until you can dive in and work on your branding. But even more important than branding is just fixing the way this looks right now and fixing the order of the path that you want your clients to take and giving them more emotional connection before asking them to contact you. You absolutely need to give an emotional connection because people aren't going to just book off of photos. They need to feel like you understand and you know them and that you want to work with them, and it has to make them want to work with you. So you absolutely need to make emotional connections. Okay, so you have some homework to do. You need more words. You need descriptions on these pages. I would hide the investment. If anything, right here, when you talk about all of this, when you give a description for maternity, you can say maternity sessions start at, and just put they start at $375 or whatever. I think that was what it was. You can just say that. And then when they contact you, you can send them this page that will be hidden on your website that has all of the information they could possibly want about your session pricing. You don't have to give this out right off the bat. You don't have to hide it when they ask, like I'm not saying that, but you don't have to give it out as the very first point of contact. You do need to like give them a taste of what you do, make an emotional connection, and then give them a reason to contact you. Give them a reason to reach out. Because right now they have no reason to reach out. I mean, unless they're ready to book you. But if you were booking people off of your website, then you would not be asking me for this review. So you do have some work to do. This is get in touch and it links your phone number. That would freak me the F out if I clicked a get in touch and it linked to someone's phone number and popped open my phone or my phone on my phone. I would have this link over to your contact page. It's totally fine that you have a button up here at the top, but don't have it linked to your phone number. That is like super freaky. And I don't think a lot of people would call a lot of people don't like phones. I mean, some people do, don't get me wrong, but it's better to have a contact page. You can link it to your contact page, full name, email, ask for their phone number, and then ask, how do you prefer to be contacted? Phone or email? And then you can reach out that way. So like if you want to do phone calls, cool, you'll find people who want phone calls. If you want people who email, then you'll see people who prefer email. So that's super simple. Okay, and then there's no button to submit this form. So I'm not sure what's going on here. You have a contact page, but there's no button to submit it. So you might want to look at what's going on there. Or I just can't see it. No. There's no button on your form. Unless something pops up once you fill it out, which would be super strange, you need to fix that. There's literally the only way for people to contact you is via this Let's Chat or a phone call. And I don't think I would do either of those things personally. Some people might, some people would, but I wouldn't. I would be looking for this form. And if this form didn't have a contact me, like a submit button, you're kind of screwed. No one's contacting you. So you have some homework, and if you have any questions, just feel free to reach out. Bye.